So hi there guys, it's me Smotown, here with a guide for ESO, Vampire and Werewolf Spawn locations in the Ebonheart Pact area, the Rift. Now I want you to note the moon. This was in fact the night I was bitten, yet it's not a new moon or full moon, where full moon can actually and new moon can actually help the spawns and it makes it more likely. They can happen randomly every night. So if you're really wanting to become a vampire or werewolf, I'd suggest every time there's nighttime, go and check out some of the spawns just in case. That's what I did, and I was lucky. Now spawn 1 is west of Honrick Tower Way Shrine, and I'll show you that exact location that I found them on this map here. And I'll show you now how to get to it. So from the Way Shrine, you travel out of the camp, avoid all the level 40s. I'm a lower level here, as I suspect quite a lot of you shall be as well. I suggest bringing a heal and a soul gem, and I'll show you why that is in a minute. But it's past this kind of rocky outcrop and up towards the back of the cliff, and under this tree is where you'll find them. I'm now going to show you my bite that I got here. Again, I was a lower level here, so I brought a heal so they could hit me more times. And then I used my soul gem to revive myself just to make sure, because if they hadn't infected me I could just go right back in there because I'd revived myself. Now this is quite a quiet spawn, so I suggest checking this out anytime you're vampire hunting. I was very lucky with it. They came out the first night that I was hunting for vampires. Spawn 2 is southeast of Fallowstone Way Shrine. Now this, from now on, these are ones that I haven't had any confirmed sightings myself, but I've delved through a lot of online forums, videos, and these spots are a lot of confirmed ones. Spawn 3 across the road from Fulham Fort Way Shrine, and it's under the village. You actually, on this video, see a lot of people standing around where the area that I am. I believe they spawn at that point that I was looking at there, against the cliff again. So again, I haven't confirmed this, but it has been confirmed on a number of other users, but don't hold me to it, obviously. I'm just going from what I got online. 4 is just next to the Ragged Hills Way Shrine, so that's quite an easy one. So what I'd recommend if you're vampire hunting is just go out every time you're online and it goes to night. Make sure you've got these way shrines explored so you can just go there at night, have a check around, see if there's anything there, and if there is, then very good. Spawn 5 is just the east of Tyrangrav Way Shrine, and there's 2 around this Way Shrine actually. I'll deal with the other one in a minute, and it's between this one and the Anilmaton to the east, so it's between these 2 Way Shrines. Again, if you're a lower level, bring a heal and a soul gem, just so you're safer. And there's the Way Shrine there. Spawn 6 is the other one that's south of Tyrangrav, near all the... You can just see me just south of the road and the kind of junction you see there. That's the spawn point there, where I'm standing right now. You have to be careful in this area. There's a lot of cultists who are actually quite strong and have good ranged attacks, so just make sure you stay out of their way. We're going to move on to spawn point 7 now. This is northwest of Nilmaton, and it's close to the Borg hideaway. I think it's that one there. Yeah, Borg's hideaway. Probably butchered the pronunciation there, but it's right next to that. Again, a lot of saber cats in this area, so you have to be careful. But apart from that, it's relatively safe. Bit more further out the way from the way shrines though, but always worth a check. Again, guys, I got bitten on a night that it wasn't a new moon, so you just have to be lucky. At the end of this video, I will also include a full map. Spawn 8 is west of Fallowstone, and this is one of the more popular ones, I believe, and it's under this tree that they spawn. It's just between the 2 junctions. I'm now going to move on to the vampire quest itself. You need to find this colourful gent north of Riften, and he'll direct you to the vampire shrine, which I'll include also in my full map at the end of this video. Unfortunately, I can't do the werewolf one. I've already become a werewolf on my other account, but in the future I will do a werewolf walkthrough. The vampire one's harder, mainly because from what I've experienced, the vampire one doesn't scale to your level. You have to fight 38 level enemies, whereas the werewolf one does. Now that was the location there of the shrine. If you wanted to hit that up and try and buy a bite, wouldn't recommend it. You're probably just going to get scammed. Join a vampire guild, or get the bite yourself, or get it off a friend, or get it for free. Do not give up money up front. I myself have had bad experiences. I've not once been able to buy it properly for someone without them scamming me. So after you've prayed at the shrine, you get taken into this area, Lamy Bal's crypt. You have to perform a certain ritual, and you learn all about Lamy Bal's history, which is interesting if you are a fan of the series, because we've heard quite a bit about her, and we actually finally get to witness these scenes. Now again, Vampire Quest is more difficult. I was low level 20 here, so it wasn't overly difficult for me because I was a sorcerer, so a lot of damage output, but it was still quite difficult. Werewolf one, in contrast, you are a powered up werewolf obviously, and everything is scaled to your level, so it's a bit easier. So just be aware of that when you're wanting to become a vampire, that it might be a little bit out of your reach if you're not a full-on damage dealing class, or maybe it's fine, I don't know, but it's just something to be aware of when you're wanting to become a vampire. Now after getting your blood drained from you and speaking to Lamy Bal herself, you'll get directed to kill 10 cultists, and these are the level 38 mobs that I was telling you about. You have got some vampire abilities which do help. You've got the essence drain, and you've got your vampire ultimate, which is also very powerful. What I'd recommend is just, you have to be careful with every fight. Don't get backed into another enemy. If you're a stealth character, or even if you're not, try and get a stealth hit in first. Use your ultimate. If you've got summons, get those summons out. They're quite difficult, and as you can see, they hit quite hard there, but you can take them down. Once you finish that, you go back to Lamy Bal, and you're essentially done at this point. She just blesses you with vampirism, or curses you on your philosophical bend. And that's you. You are now a vampire, fully fledged. Like I said, sorry I couldn't include the quest for werewolves in this one. It is a lot easier though, so vampires are the kind of harder quests. And that's it. So my final advice before I part is you just stick at it night after night if you really want to. Every night, go out. If you're low level, bring a heal, bring a soul gem. Do not buy a bite up front for someone. Maybe pay them afterwards, or pay half, or whatever. Do not pay everything up front, because 9 out of 10 people are just out there to scam you. Especially if they're hanging around a shrine for a long time. It's quite suspicious because they probably have bitten someone. And just get it off a friend, join a guild, or get it yourself. The satisfaction's there. As you can see here, I'm sitting down enjoying my laurels because I was quite lucky, got my bite. Now I can enjoy the game as a vampire from quite a low level. So there you have it, guys. There's my locations that I've found. Again, first one I've got a confirmed bite. The others, I cross-examined them with a lot of online stuff. I'll put one of the maps online from online here, but I haven't obviously seen them myself, but they are good bets. Here's the final map. The yellow is the spawn, the shrine, and the blue arrow is where I was bitten myself. So feel free to pause this, screenshot this map, and use it to your full advantage. Thanks for watching, guys.